Alrighty. Hi, my name is Lynn, and today I am going to be making a little mushy nail set. And I got this request from a friend of mine who lives in North Carolina, South Carolina, one of those places. I got it from a friend of mine for his wife. And so here was my test nail, and these are actually supposed to be glow in the dark. Mushrooms are glow in the dark. So let's get started. So that one that I made is the middle finger size, and I have a couple extra sizes because she sent a video of her hand and it was kind of hard to get the sizes with the video, but I did my best and I will send extras if needed. Alrighty, so the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to go in with Beetle's nail polish in the color A695, and I'm going to put that as a base coat on all of these. So this is that color. It's a very light green yellow, and I really think it's really pretty. You won't really get to see this color. It's just a base for the cat eye polish that I have. I might leave this open and do a blooming gel on some of the other nails, but I haven't really decided yet. I just know what I want to do as far as like the cat eye ones. Alrighty, and there we go. And I'm not too, try to get it as even as possible. I tried some different things using chrome powder, but I didn't really like the way that it turned out with the chrome powder. I felt like it took away from the cat eye. So I'm just going to go ahead and do these. And nothing special here, so once I'm done with these, I will be back. Alrighty, so now that I had finished all of those base coats, I am going to show you how I am doing the design on these nails. So I am taking this color from Betsy. I believe it is Spectrum Cat Eye. Alrighty, I'll put one of these nails to the side. Boop, boop, boop. Alrighty, and look at this beautiful cat eye. I'm dead. So I'm actually going to do 2 coats of this cat eye because on the first coat it didn't give me the look that I wanted with that test nail that I did, that I ended up really liking, but I'll show you how I went through that process. So I went ahead and I put this first coat on, and usually with cat eyes I tend to put them on a little bit thicker, but it's still kind of patchy when I put it on. And I'm not about that life, y'all. Like, opacity 100% or nothing. Well, I mean, I say that, and then I use a lot of not so opaque gels, but I'm usually okay with it. I have a really weak magnet here, but it makes it perfect when it's time to like magnetize this cat eye to get like that perfect look. You can see it moving it around. Look at it. Oh, gorgeous. Look how pretty that is. Oh, I hope it's picking up on camera how pretty that is. So gorgeous. Super gorge. Love that. Sometimes when you're doing it like so pretty. Oh, you see how pretty that is? Oh my god. Alright, so I'm going to cure that in the nail lamp, and then I'm going to do it again, another coat. So while that's doing that, I'm going to take this nail, and I have the blooming gel from the cart, and I'm going to put a nice thick coat of that on here. Hey baby. Alrighty, so you're not going to cure this. What I did is I did 3 drops, but I think I'm just going to do one like big glob, like down the middle of this nail. Just like oop. That's a really big glob. So I'm going to let that do its thing. Might have put too much. I'm just gonna kind of let it hang out for a moment. Take this one back out. Look how pretty that is. Ooh, I love it. And I'm gonna go back over this one with another coat. Another generous coat. Okay, so my mic died at this point in the video, so I just went ahead and did my second coat on that nail. And as you can see, I have that other nail sitting in the background, letting it go and do its thing. I went ahead and magnetized the nail. Came out super pretty. I can't say anymore how much I love this green color. You'll hear it more down the line, how pretty they are. And I was thinking to myself when I started this, editing this video, maybe we should start a counter for how many times I say all right or alrighty. And I was thinking that, but then I was like, too much work. Oh, so here I decided I don't like the way that came out, so I wiped it off. So I put another coat of the blooming gel, and now I'm going to do 3 dots of the green color. Boop. Boop, boop. 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 Alrighty. And so there I go again. Alrighty. I let that sit, and this is sped up at 8 times the speed, and it still took forever to get it to where I finally was like, it's perfect. It's so perfect. And then I magnetized it a little bit just to really bring out that shine. Yeah. So I like to fiddle with it just a little bit just to get to where I like it. Right? So I'm gonna guess it went into the lamp to cure. Now I'm gonna go in with some white, and I am going to start, I believe, painting the mushrooms. Yep, so I am painting some mushrooms. So that is what is going on here. And they don't need to be perfect. We are not about perfection, we are about it is good enough. Because in the end, I think that these nails came out so pretty. So I think I did 2 mushrooms on this nail. Perfection. And I'm kind of like blowing them at the bottom a little bit, so that there can be a little tiny white line, so it looks like the underneath of the mushroom still. And this is sped up, I believe either by ×8 or ×4, and this is how long it took me. And this is a long video, over 40 minutes. But I honestly was really happy with the way these came out. Alright, and there's the nail that went into the lamp that had those 3 dots on them. And again, I'm going to draw on 2 more mushrooms. And after this clip, I believe my audio does come back, thankfully. so you don't have to hear voiceover Lynn anymore, because I did these nails, oh gosh, what was this, for Mother's Day, before Mother's Day weekend? Yeah. And here we are in June. Oopsies. Life got away from me, y'all. Life just got away from me. Alrighty, now that these babies are out of the oven baking, I'm going to go in with the Savaland Glow in the Dark Gel in Flash Orange, okay? And it is this really pretty like orange, like deep orange red. And this is going to be the color of our little mushroom tops here. And I already cleaned off my brush. And this is how I decided to paint them. Paint them any way you want. But see how it goes on nice? You can tell the color. And I'm going to leave like a little line of white down there so it looks like the underneath, the underside of the mushroom. I'm going to try to get as close to the edge as I possibly can, because I don't want any white peeking through. You hear me inhaling. It's because I'm holding my breath, because I'm trying not to mess these nails up. Okay, breathe. I need to remind myself to breathe sometimes when I'm doing these nails. Can you see what I'm doing? Okay. Because honestly, I forget. How do you forget to breathe? I don't know, but I do it. And I'm a respiratory therapist, y'all. Look at that. Ooh, they're so cute. You're probably gonna get annoyed with me being like, oh, they're so cute. I'm like, nah, of course. Now be quiet and finish painting the nails. Okay, starting on the other side. Now these are supposed to be glow in the dark, and I really hope the glow in the dark comes off really well. Because when I saw these, I was like, oh my goodness. These polishes would be perfect for some glow in the dark mushrooms. Pardon me, I'm holding my breath. I don't know if you hear me. I'm whispering. I'm holding my breath. Okay. Like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's good enough. These are hand painted little designs, and before, if I didn't get it exactly how I wanted it, I'd give myself a hard time, and people would be like, well, it looks good to me. I was like, well, it doesn't look good to me. If it doesn't look good to me, you know what? I can't put it out. I have to start over. And that just eventually led to me just not doing anything anymore, because I didn't think that anything I could do was good enough. And it wasn't so much people telling me that it wasn't good enough, because everyone is always super supportive in my life. But it was more myself telling myself I wasn't good enough. So, y'all are good enough. You just need to practice. Because doing nails on myself for so long, practicing constantly, I've gotten better. Now am I like those ladies and gentlemen on Instagram doing these beautiful, gorgeous nails? No, I'm not. You know what? Good for them. Will I ever be up there someday? I hope so. But right now, this is where I'm at. And you know what? It's cute. It's a look. And I still think that these mushrooms are so adorable. They're so stinking cute. Alright, so those are going to go in there. I'm going to clean my brush off really quick with a little bit of alcohol. And I'm using this little tiny brush because it's just for these little tiny details. It's easier for me. I have many different size brushes. This is actually the first time I'm using this really tiny one. But, you know, that's okay. Next, I'm going to go in with the Savaland Fog Phantom. And so this is going to go on white, and in the dark, it's going to glow blue. So I was like, oh, this would be perfect, because what's going to be like cuter than, like, see how it's going to be like this red color and then it's glow orange, some orange and blue mushrooms glowing in the dark. Wouldn't that be like so cute? So I'm just going to put a little bit more down there so I know I have a good amount. And this is what I'm going to use on the, like, the stems of the mushrooms. And then that little tiny white line that I left there. Time will tell if this is actually going to, like, work how, like, I envision it. But even if it's not, like, perfect, I think the end result is still going to be so good. Still going to be so good. Oh, and there is our cat hair of the video. And I'm going to do the same thing on this nail here. I'm putting a pretty generous layer of this on there. I really hope that this glow in the dark, like, really glows in the dark. And these are being charged in the UV lamp. And by charged, I mean, like, for these glow in the darks to work, usually they have to be out in sunlight and UV light to get that so-called charge to work. So by being in my UV lamp, these should already be charged. So I'm gonna take a little sip of water. I got some sparkling water, unsweetened, from HEB. Delicious. Alrighty. A little bit longer. Alright, so that's these. How they came out. Ooh, pretty. So now I'm just going to take this dotting tool, clean it off because it still has a little bit left, and I'm going to put some little white dotties on there. Did I go over this with a second coat? I don't think I did. Did I? I don't think I did. Actually, I'm going to do a second coat of red because that does not look red enough to me. So second coat of red on these. And then I will dot on some little white dots, giving it that toadstool look. So I'm trying a little bit of a different format here by doing my voice now versus later. Alright, now I'm gonna do some real tiny white dots on these. Boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop. So cute. These are so cute. I just want to throw them. Okay, back into the light. All right, these should be good. Right. What do you think? Yeah, I like them. All right. So I'm gonna let those cure, and then we'll start the regular nails. Okay, so here are the nails, the sets. So this is the one that I started with. And this is the one large mushroom I did on here. And I was like, oh, it's all right. And I added some little pearls. And I think I'll add some pearls to like these other ones. Maybe just a couple of them. And then here's this set. And I'm really thinking the little mushies are super cute. So I'm gonna go ahead and start working on these other nails before I go with whatever else we're doing. So I pulled this Beetles nail polish out in 552, and it's like this like muddy green, but I don't think this is the right color that I want for this. No, I don't think so. So let me pull another color out. So we're gonna go in with this green. Which honestly, this green is beautiful. I love it so much. When I wear it alone, it honestly is so pretty. I used this color for my wedding when I did my nails. It was a prominent color that I used, along with a red that I have. Ooh, red at the bottom. I also pulled this down, this red from Betsy. Super pretty. And I had thought about doing the mushrooms in this color, but then the glow in the dark came in and I was like, but I think this color would be pretty with some strawberry nails. But I did pull it down, just thinking about it. Anyway. Alrighty. So I wanted to do like some fern or just like leafy foliage in general. Right? Because what is a mushroom without its habitat, I guess. Lynn, get your life together. My life is too good, just FYI. Just sometimes I question the things that come out of my mouth. What do you think? Oh, that's pretty. Something like that, right? Pretty. Like magnetize it all. It's not really that much in there. That's nice, right? I think it's a set all together. I think it's pretty. I mean, we'll see if she thinks it's pretty. Ultimately, the client's opinion that matters the most. But they gave me free reign with this, so I mean, I think it looks cute. So the reference photo that she gave me had like a bunch of cute little polka dots on the nails that were a little more plain with like some little stars. So I think that that would be like a cute little touch. What do you think? No? I don't like it either. Don't wipe it all off. Hello, sir. You see this? No. Go over there. I almost kind of like it like that. Maybe do like one little like star here. What do you think? A little star right there. Because this is like grass. Maybe a star here. Couple like polka dots there. And that one I'll just leave like it as is. So when I say star, I mean like a star like I have on this nail here. I know it's really hard to see. I'm gonna try to zoom in again. Hello. So I cleaned off my little brush and I'm putting a little more white polish on it, and then I'm going to just kind of drag this up just a little bit. Just a little bit. And same thing on the edges. Drag it out a little bit. Drag it out a little bit. Oh. Yeah, that's cute. And then I'm going to do the same thing. Oops. Same thing here. On this one. This up a little bit. Not too much. Drag this down a little bit. Here. Yeah, I like that. And then I'll finish these up with some little pearls. So on this one, I'm going to put the star over here on this one, like it's the sky. What I'm doing. Yeah, just a little dot there. Like this. That. Like that. Ow. Just hit my head. One I'm not super happy with is this side. It's making me angry. Right? And then on this one, I'm gonna do one like down here. Just like a polka dot up here. I don't know if you can hear it, but my neighbor's dog is going crazy. Yeah, I own some little Shih Tzus. They're super cute, but if you walk by them, they just go off. Pretty. And zoom out a little bit. Very natural nature set, nature inspired set. Alrighty, so now I'm gonna take my cart nail glue, or my cart rhinestone glue, and I think I'm just gonna put a little dab, just a little dab. Ooh. Right there, see that dab? And then a little dab, like right there. Cool. And I pulled these out. They're like, it's hard to see, right? Maybe it's hard to tell on camera, but they're like an off-white pearl. They're not like a white pearl. So I'm just gonna put these on here. Oop. 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 There we go. Oop, 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 oop. That went all over the place. Alright, so that one went there, and that one went there. So I don't want to like bedazzle these too much. Okay. Now on these, I forgot to put our little dots. That's what kind of like brings these out. Our little star. Dots of the star. I get quiet, I'm holding my breath. If you're screaming at me to breathe, just know I won't do it. Okay. Little star. Little mushy star. Okay. And I'm gonna put a little rhinestone right there. Yeah. A little rhinestone right here. And Jesus, that dog is going off today. A rhinestone right here, and maybe another one right here. Okay. Go. Okay, I don't know where my little tool is that I usually use for rhinestones. I really don't feel like looking for it right now, I'm being honest. It's silicone. Old works. Not the best, but it works. And these are some little pearls that I got a set on like Amazon. Nothing special. Alrighty. And to finish these puppies off, we're gonna go in with our non-white gel top coat from V Beauty Pure. Every time I try to say that, V Beauty Pure, I feel like it's a little bit of a tongue twister. Why? I don't know. But for some reason, I have a hard time saying it. I'm like V Beauty Pure, V Beauty Pure. Like, dang, why can't I say this? Like nail polish brand. Which, by the way, all the brands in this video I am not sponsored, not affiliated with. Obviously, since we are coming down to the end of the video, since I'm now top coating everything, if you could please give me a like and subscribe. Go ahead and put a comment down in my comment section. Just saying hi. Let me know if you like these nails, what you would have done differently. What do you think I should do next time? These were part of the inspiration pictures that she sent me. I noticed a lot of the ones she sent me, they're like very like floral, cottagecore like nails, and I haven't done anything like this before, and honestly it came out super cute, and I would wear nails like this 100%. So yeah, let me know what you think, how you would have maybe done these a little differently. I do want to hear it. These are going to be making their way all the way to North Carolina. So I will show you the little bag that I include with my nail sets for everybody whenever they buy their first set of press-ons. And then afterwards, if they order another set, I will always ask them if they would like another starter kit. Because sometimes they still have nail glue. I always include Macart nail glue because I feel like it is a better option for nail glue. It's not just like some random nail glue that I just picked off of AliExpress or Temu or Amazon. I mean, I did order it off of Amazon, but Macart is a pretty well-known brand, so I do feel comfortable with their nail glue, and I haven't had any complaints thus far regarding the nail glue. And I do include instructions on how to properly apply your press-on nails, and the biggest part of it is prep. Prepping your nail for press-ons is how it's going to last the longest, so I do include that in all of my kits. So for a set like this, I think I would probably charge around $30. It wasn't necessarily hard, but it did have a little bit of nail art into it, even though they were like, go crazy, do whatever. I'm not comfortable just going crazy because that's how they're gonna get some crazy looking nails, and I don't want to do that to them just yet. They can have another crazy set another day. I think out of all the nails, this one's probably my favorite. I like the way that blooming gel worked on that. It came out so cute. I do also like a lot of the leaf nails. You can follow me on Instagram and on TikTok. On Instagram, it is LK_nail_arts, ARTS. Everywhere else is LK_nail_art, ART, just ART. So yeah, give me a like, give me a follow. And once these come out of the oven, I'll show them to you all packaged up.